Okay, so I'll just show you quickly what I'm doing. I don't know if you can see it. I'll try and get it to sit up. So you can see this here, along here. This is being couched from behind. So I've already stitched an outline all the way around those whiter areas. You can see I've also got some gaps in between, but I'm going to fix them up with a pen, which I'll show you in 2 seconds. It's called a Fabrico. That's it there, Fabrico. And I can go on to this, whether it's silk or not, and just colour in some of those areas that I've missed, give it a bit more colour. Okay, and you can see I've missed there, so I'll just place that there. A little bit of cheating, nothing wrong with that. I can come back in and keep stitching over it if I like, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So just flip her over. Bear with me while I get I'll press pause. Okay, so I'm back again. I've got the video sorted, and I'm going to just, now you can bring up that other thread underneath, but if I lift that up, I'm just going to try and grab it and cheat a little, just to cut it off really tight, and then I'll stitch it in. I'll put the foot down. Just put the foot down when sewing. Make mental note to self. So I'm just stitching around that black line that I stitched earlier when I was starting to quilt this. And I'm just following that, and it sounds like it's just run out of bobbin, so bear with me. Okay, so I'm back again, and I've fixed the bobbin. It had a bit of a knot in it, it hadn't run out, so you can see you can pull up. A bit of a struggle. Sometimes you can pull up the bobbin, but if it gives you a hard time like this one seems to be, because it's very thick, and oh, there we go, we've got it, so we can pull that up. But if it does give you a hard time, just stitch a couple of stitches and then trim it off, and you can then stitch in the end of it later. So this is, again, we're going around the outer edge. I haven't changed any of the bobbin settings. Oh, it's having a bit of a moment again, so bear with me again. Okay, so I think I've had an argument with my machine. But that happens when you're doing something a little bit different. Sometimes it doesn't always go, you know, as to plan. But I'm just colouring in, back and forth. And I'm not going very fast because I don't want to really upset it. You can hear the bobbins carrying on again. That noise is the bobbins squeaking and carrying on. that I want to fill with that bobbin thread. It just gives it a bit of different texture. I could couch it as well, but it's a bit harder with this thread. It's a little bit too thin to couch. I need a thicker wool. So something like a tapestry wool, baby wool, will couch very easily. This will give a little bit of texture to it also. Can't see what's happening on the other side, so I just hope and pray that it's all going okay. And look, if it doesn't go okay, I can always cut it all off and pull it all out and start again, or change my method. But it's always nice to have a bit of a play. It's no big deal. I have to. To the end and come out on the outside of the quilt, so I don't have to try and bury that thread. Trim that off, and let's turn her over. Oops, nearly threw the scissors on the floor. Sticky tape. Oh, okay. Yep, so that's looking pretty good. I'm happy with that. You can see that. You can see it all here. Oops, no, come back out that way. Maybe I'll do that. See? There it is there. And I'm going to, with the top stitch, I'm just going to change my bobbin over. Take out the, so that's the, it's called a razzle from Wonderfil. I do stock them. I've got the whole range of colours. And I'm going to change back over to a normal thread. I use a grey sometimes, just different colours. Sometimes I just use up what's in my stash. This is going into the show. I don't normally worry if I don't. I'm unfortunately one of those people who try not to be perfect. I just try and be happy with what I do. So I'm just happy to have it in the actual show rather than winning anything. I just like to have an entry. I'm only new to doing the entries. This will be my first one in this show. So now I'm going back over what I've just done with a normal thread, which is a rosette, just to fill in any of those little blanks. And soften up some of that texture that I used, that fabricon, whatever it is, texture, just to soften it up a bit, because otherwise it's very harsh lines. So it looks like I've coloured in rather than stitched it in. So we just do a bit of a stitch, just follow around. I like the stitches to be long and short and, nothing too regimented when I'm doing art quilts, because I'm not looking for perfect, like I said. I'm looking for happy and completed. So I'll just fill in and cut off. I hope you can see that. I'll try and get that down a little, maybe not. I don't know if you can see what I'm doing. It's not really letting us, is it? I'll see if I can tip that up a little. That helps. Oh, that's better. Now we can see. So now I've done that, and I've put some different texture in there, because it's got to separate the sorry guys, it's got to separate from the actual trees to the bush. So the bushes are something different. I'm really struggling at the moment what I'm going to do there, so I might actually come back to that, and I'm going to go over to the wings, and I'm going to actually do these. But to do these, I want to actually do them with a metallic. So I'm going to pause and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I have the metallic thread on, which is actually an Orifil. And I'm not really sure how it's going to behave. So fingers crossed, because I haven't used this one for a long time. I'm going to lower the speed. I've lowered the tension. So if it becomes an issue where it snaps and carries on, I will change it. Okay, so it's getting caught up over here somewhere. Not happy about that at all. It's not. Sorry guys. Again. I've got to reduce sorry, I'm concentrating. I've got to reduce any grabbing on it or any tension on it. I just want it to flow through nice and easy, but I don't want it to. I want it to untwist is what I'm trying to say. Sorry, I'm sewing and talking at the same time, which doesn't always help. You'll see a little bit of a creasy thing there, so I'll come up there and plug in. If this thread doesn't work, I do have another one that's an amazing thread, but I thought I would use this. I've had it for a while and it needs to be used. So hence this. Going over a couple of times because I want to have a bit of depth in it, and I can hear it grabbing again. Oh, it seems to just come off. That's fine. So keep going. That's the unicorns. Insert. Oh, it's making that noise. Oh, it's got a bit caught and twisted over here. Try it that way. It doesn't like coming off that reel. The reel's not really well done. You can see it's got a bit of shredding. So tension's still a bit high. So I'll put it on a lower one. Rethread. I haven't moved the machine too much. I'll cut that knot off the end there. And you might notice too, I'm wearing my fantabulous gloves that I love. They, especially with silk, make it very easy for me to move the fabric. I don't know if you've ever tried to work with silk before, but it's very slippery. So when you try and move it, it just slides under your hand. It doesn't grab. So to have these gloves is a godsend. So I'm going back over about 3,000 times, which will seem like that, but it's not really. You can see the tension's loose, which I'm okay with. It keeps grabbing on their bobbin, that is on their reel, which is just annoying. It needs to be fed off that way. Needs to be on its side, but it looks, just doesn't like it at all. And again, I've got a bit of a shredding going on. So the needle I've got in is an 80, and I probably should up the needle to around about a 16, but I'm going to bear with it for a little bit and see how it goes. If it keeps doing this to me, I might have to stop the video again and change over. So I'm going to cut that a little bit short and make it disappear, hopefully. It's still shredding, so that's really weird. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to bypass, you know, that little thing above your needle, that little one here. I don't know if you can see it, it's a bit hard to see. Probably it's the last one we go through before we go through the actual needle. I'm going to bypass that because sometimes that can actually cause too much tension for this sort of thread. So I'll try that and see if that loves it or hates it. Okay. Okay, so I'll grab that thread. And I'm going to grab these and just trim them off. I'll stitch them in a minute. I find if I cut off, the thread stays within the middle. See how that goes. I've bypassed one of the tension disc things, the guides. Seems like it's a little happier. So what I'm doing over here is I'm manually releasing some of the thread off the reel. It wants to come off the reel on its side, and I don't have a side one that's away from the machine. So you can see I'm starting to build up a bit of thickness here now. The machine starts making a noise as soon as the thread gets a bit of tension off the reel, so I'll just go over and untwist it a bit more and back and forth like that. So when I talk about painting, I talk about highlights and lowlights. Sorry, I just had to stop. I've seen a twist in it. I don't want that going through the tension disc. So the silver's pretty much going to be my highlights. I'm going to be leaving a lot of that blue paint because I want it to be really silky, like wings. That's what they are. But this will give it that magical thing. Because to me, childhood's imagination is the magic, and the theme of this is magic. So I'm looking for names on the quilt, so if you want to help me name it, I'd love that. Yeah, so I'm going to fill in all those white areas with the silver because I think that would be just stunning. It's not a fast, quick project. It's slow and steady. Large and small stitches. I just deal with it as it comes. I just want to stitch it all in. And it's okay if, they don't look amazingly perfect. I'm alright with that. I get to sleep tonight. And yeah, I don't lose any sleep over it, that's for sure. So I'm just going to go on the other side. I hope you can all see this. Just really pull some bling into the quilt, and because the background is so dark, I sort of wanted to still keep it that mystical look and nice and smoky with the painting, but I need something because your eye will be taken to all those dark lines, so we need something to bring your eye back to the main feature, which is the flying horse, which is a Pegasus. Oops, a bit of a shredding going on. And then the girl, of course, which is your elfin, or your just a girl on a horse, but she's riding a unicorn kind of horse. So Just make sure it's not shredding again. Doesn't seem to be. And bypassing that one thing there has obviously worked. So I'm going to come down here. I'm doing the cut off because you can see it pulls that thread down in there. And I'll try and see if I can move this a little bit closer and a bit more angle on it so you can actually see what I'm doing. Yay. Is that better? Hopefully that's good. I'll zoom in. Alrighty, so I'll go up here because I can do this without interrupting the camera. I'm just stopping and starting because of that reel of thread. I don't want to have it tangle up on me. Put too much tension on it and shred the thread again. Seems to be working this way. It's a little bit more labour intensive, but I think it's going to work just fine, as you can see. So even if it doesn't get accepted into the show as an entry, I still think it's a nice project, and I'm enjoying it. This silk painting and threadwork business for me is evolving as I go, and I'm growing a little bit with it each time. But it seems to be something that's my niche, that and of course working with the wonderful boutique fabrics from Boutiques Australia and Fern Textiles, Australian suppliers, and they help with supplying some wonderful fabrics for me, so that when I go to make my projects, my art projects, I have boutiques. The boutiques work very well because no matter which side they are, you can't really tell. So if you need to cut it up, turn it upside down or back to front, you're not going to really notice it. Unlike commercial fabrics, they tend to, it's very visible if you have it upside down in a quilt. Come back into these once I've done this outside and actually do just a few little lines in the bigger lead feathers. So hope you can still see all this. It's hard doing the videoing. I normally have my girlfriend Dottie there doing it for me. I can hear the kids coming. Okay, so I'm back. The kids are gone. Mum, can you mend this, please? Yeah, come on. I don't mend, except for my kids. I mend my kids' stuff. I stopped mending many years ago. I ran out of time. So what I might do is just for this feather, just so you can see what I'm going to do. Oh, a little bit of a shred. Changed directions on it, didn't I? Just make sure it's okay. Coming down all right? Yes, it is. It's not twisted or anything. Nope. So I'm just going to come in here and just do a little bit of She's not happy using this thread at all, but we will persevere because I've started now. That's what you do. give you the impression that it's soft and fluffy. And make sure that I fill in the outer edges at the same time. So this takes a really, really long time, so I'm not going to bore you with this for hours on end. You can hear it's starting to carry on. I think the bobbin's almost at its end, so I'll cut off now and check that out, and I will talk to you later. Bye.